everyone, my name is Taylor, my middle name is Lynn, and I am the owner of MYNTH by Lynn, which is a clothing and accessory shop on Etsy, so come check me out. So yeah, we are going to J1 Con, which is an anime and gaming con in Atlantic City. I know nothing about this one, honestly, so kind of going in blind. I don't know the clientele or anything. In terms of building stock, I still need to do some t-shirts. Because once I found out I'm no longer going to Pucci, I took a little bit of a break, so now I still have to do that. So I gotta make some bird shirts, gotta make some nightscape shirts, and some swirl block tees, and I think everything else should be pretty okay. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm about 2 weeks away from J1 Con, and I just have a few updates. So, in my last video I mentioned I'm working on some fish hats. I did get it in. It needs a little bit of work. I got in contact with the manufacturer and she was like, whoa, this actually wasn't made correctly, so I'm sending you a new one. So I'm like, cool. Another thing, so I got in the new sign. So for this I used bestofsigns.com, and the reason why I did this, it was partially to test this, but also to just be like, I'm interested because I have no idea how this is going to look, because the sign itself was $4.64 and shipping was $5. So I paid, like, with tax, $9.14 for this sign. So let's see how it is. It came in this little tube, and then so it's actually not bad at all for what I paid. It's really not. If you're a creator that's just starting out and you don't have a huge budget, this isn't bad. This is not a bad way to go. So those are my few updates for now. I have a few more things to sew, but other than that, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Good morning. Okay, so I just have a little update again. So I just signed up for TikTok Shop, and I'm gonna give it a shot throughout this holiday season coming up, and then I guess I'll share my thoughts on it. Okay, so my first introduction to TikTok Shop is that it is truly annoying. So the verification process, so I had ended up verifying the wrong thing, so I'm verified as like a business creator, but I wasn't verified for the shop, which is weird. Whatever. So I'm trying to verify things and they couldn't like verify my name, so they made me upload my passport. They were like, okay, you need to upload like your gas bill or your water bill, and I'm like, what? So I did all these things and I'm still waiting for verification. In the meantime, I was trying to set up like my shop stuff in terms of like uploading one item. Oh my god. They're like, you need to upload 5 different images, and I'm like, that's like fine, but I feel like for an embroidery patch, I don't know that it needs a crazy amount. And then the video format also shares the sound, so Etsy doesn't share sound, so that makes it a lot more difficult to be like, okay, do I need to upload like an uncommercialized like music with my product now? And I can't really pull anything from my TikTok because that's all like copyrighted music. So it's like, oh my god. And then they were like, your product description needs to have at least 500 characters. And I'm like, bro, my product kind of speaks for itself. I don't want to have to upload a bunch of BS. Like, it's just too much to read. Like, no one's gonna read it anyway. I've been doing fine on my Etsy. Why do I have to do all these things? Whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll see how it goes. I'm not verified yet, so hopefully they'll get back to me soon. But my first experience with it is that this is annoying. Alright, welcome to the morning before J1Con. So we actually have quite a lot of things to do today, but it's all gonna be great in preparation. I don't have to do any more sewing, which is the main thing. It's mostly that I have to finish doing printing things, and I have to package all the t-shirts, and I have to make sure everything's packed up and all good to go, because we're gonna try to load up the car tonight before we head out tomorrow. Okay, so I just got home from work. The first thing I did was meal prep for this weekend, and then I'm starting to go down this to-do list. So I did do the mirror. Hello. The markers were doing this weird kind of fun thing, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna stick with it today. And then you may be wondering what chef volleyball means. Well, this is what chef volleyball means. I just put this together, so I'm going to put this with the volleyballs. I was drawing this for the last hour. I think it's perfect. So yeah, that's going to be up with the volleyballs on my table tomorrow. I got to get some stuff printed. I got to back it, cut it out. Got to do some t-shirts. I just got to start packing, and everything should be okay. Should be. Huh. For this con, I decided that I'm going to bring a few empty bags, because last time I had a customer who bought all 3 of my scrunchies, a little guy, and a volleyball, and I was like, oh my god, this person needs a bag to put all this stuff in. So I want to make sure I'm prepared this time. Okay, so it is about 11 p.m. I just finished getting everything ready for tomorrow. I have to leave around 7 because I want to get there at 8 to start setting up everything. So let's go through our goals, okay? So the first goal was always 200 sales, because I was able to surpass that at my first convention. So my first convention, I had gotten 222, but that was for a 3-day event. This is a 2-day event. We're still going to shoot for 200. That's always a main goal. But I'd also be okay with you know what, no. I'm going to still shoot for 200. Or, I have an or now, $2,000 made. At Anime USA, my number of sales was really low, but my profit was higher than most of the conventions I've been to. So there's a little bit of okay, not as many stickers were sold, but the big items were sold type thing. So 200 sales or $2,000. And then the second goal is to always sell out of at least one item. See you bright and early tomorrow. I've never been in a convention area that looks like this. This is crazy. Okay, so we just finished setting up, and I'm honestly super happy and excited with how this table setup came together. I think the levels are just so much nicer than what it was before. Today, me and my girlfriend are Rob and Linda. So yeah, I think it'll be really fun. I have a really good feeling about today. So yeah, let's just get it started. Okay, so we have a few hours left of Saturday. I'm very excited. We are almost about to sell out of the little guys in one day. So both the big guys. Very cool. About 8:15. The con's supposed to stop at 9. A lot of artists are starting to pack up already. We're gonna stay a bit longer, but the convention hall is pretty cleared out, honestly. But you never know. You never know. But we're probably gonna start cleaning up soon. All right. So let's do a Saturday recap. So, bottom line, it is the lowest number of sales I've ever had for a Saturday, but it's not the lowest cash-wise by like $30. I would say today felt pretty slow. My neighbors also said the same. It wasn't a bad con by any means. It's definitely just smaller. I think having Fan Expo Philly and FlameCon as like my first cons really skewed what to expect from things. So today I had 41 sales, but I will say barely any stickers, all higher price items, which is really nice. All the little guys except for one sold, so I made the chaotic decision to wake up early tomorrow and try to make a few more. I did meet some really cool people today. I even had one person say they watched my Fan Expo Philly vlog on YouTube, which is really exciting. She's like, yeah, I found your table because I recognized the cat volleyballs, which is what I was developing while I was filming that, which is really fun. And they got some shirts, and I love them for that, and they brought more friends over to buy shirts, and I really, really appreciate it. I think I'm going to see a lot of people again tomorrow, but I also think there's going to be like some Sunday-only passes, so I'm pretty hype about it, and yeah, I'm ready for bed. Peace. Good morning. It is 5:30 in the morning, but it's the end of daylight savings, so it's kind of like 6:30, but you know, I'm just gonna use the extra hour we get to make these little guys real quick. Alright, we're just about to leave for day 2 of J1Con. I want you guys to guess what Julie and I are being today. I'm not gonna say it. So we ended up getting here like 2 hours early because we cannot comprehend the end of daylight savings time. So we're just gonna beep bop around for a little while. tried it this time. I like having a booster seat. The con just started. It's like 10 o'clock. Nobody's here. Ooh. We have about 2 hours left. It's been pretty dead. Haven't really had anybody come by for the last like hour and a half, 2 hours, so we'll stick it out, but seems like things are wrapping up here. Hello, it is now the day after J1 Con ended, so here are my thoughts. So yesterday was pretty dead. It was we had gone a few hours where there was just like nobody walking down our row, which was a little maddening because it was just like it's just like hard to stay like focused when nothing's happening. It was pretty quiet. 22 sales yesterday, 41 sales on Saturday. So a total of 63 sales for the weekend. This is the first weekend I've had under 100 for a convention, so it was pretty rough. I also had never been to J1 before. Do I think it's a bad convention? Absolutely not, by any means. I think it was just smaller than what I was thinking it was going to be. But again, I just didn't know because I've never been here before. So, I mean, I still met some really great people, met some great artists, but it's hard to say whether or not it was like completely worth it for me, because it's one of those things where if you're only breaking even, then it's like it's a little hard. So I managed to be able to make table and all my other expenses, which is great. That's the goal. That's the base goal, right? But a lot of the artists in my row weren't able to do that, and that sucks. But I'm glad that this one was a little bit more local for me. So this is in Atlantic City. I'm based in Philly, so we drove both of those days, and I think that's the only reason why I had any profit from this. If I had to do a hotel, I would have been in the red for sure. For sure. I think it's a great local con for people who don't have to have many expenses and their products have high profit margins. I personally think it would do absolutely fantastic as a single day con. I think there really wasn't a purpose for there to be 2 days because there weren't really many people at all on Sunday. I think Sunday I had mostly like artist sales, and oh my god, first con to never sell a bird shirt, one of these guys. That's crazy to me. Like usually that and my Mischief tees are like my top selling. Mischief was still definitely my top selling this weekend, but it was nuts. I was like, no birds. It's okay. I'm not hurt. I'm so sad that another little guy didn't get sold. So one little guy got sold on Sunday. So if you remember, I got up really early because it was like my main thing that was drawing people to the table were the little guys. So I had made a bunch more, and then I ended up only selling the one, which is the one that was like the last one from the day before. So then I was like, ah, man, I didn't actually have to get up really early to make all these, but that's okay. I'm still looking to hear back from, I don't know, about 12 cons right now, which is really rough. I just heard back from Galactic DNI, which is a small con in Philly. So that's one they'll be doing in April, and then That Geekdom in May. I'm in between that, I have so many cons I'm just waiting to hear back from. Just driving me nuts. But I guess in the meantime, it's going to give me some time to create more merch. The small cons, I think I'm just going to have only in Philadelphia. I think those are the types of cons that I should just try to get to by myself. My partner takes off work for these, so it's really important that I'm able to make like a pretty decent profit from them, just because I want it to feel worth it, you know? Yeah, I mean, I think next year's gonna be a good year. I just have to get into things first, which is really scary. Also, my TikTok shop life was very, very short-lived. Then literally the next day, I had got it ready to go. I had handed a bunch of paperwork, whatever. They were like, you have a shop violation and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I literally have like 3 things posted and like, I don't even know. I didn't even do anything. I think they're thinking I'm a fraud. So that's really cool. I was like, this is too much to have to worry about. It's really annoying. So I just immediately was like, I'm shutting it down. The thing is, you can't shut down a TikTok shop for 30 days. I will say, the one time I did have an advertisement, the viewership was like triple the viewership as usual, which sucks. It sucks that TikTok shop is so unfriendly to me. You know, at the end of my con vlogs, I'd love to lift up some of my fellow artists because we all work super hard and they also deserve to get some love. So here they are. Alright, I just want to thank everyone for clicking on this video and supporting me. I love reading all of your comments and everything, so thank you. So next up, I'm not sure where I'm going to be, but I have quite a few videos that I'm kind of excited about making. But yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all of those things so we can hang out again soon, yeah? Bye!